All right, howdy y'all. Um, I think I am live. So if you can hear me and see me, it'd be great if you can let me know in the comments. But yeah, so I thought I'd come in here today and uh, work on a pastel painting. So I've been working on these like drawings. Here, let me kind of show y'all. And so here's like the thumbnail sketch, of course, like in my what's up, Dan? Thanks for letting me know you can hear and see me. So but yeah, so I've been working on those sketches and drawings, and then today, I'm just like, I need some color back in my life. So I thought, why not just kind of make that drawing into a painting, a pastel. I already know it very well, and maybe I'll mix it up a little bit composition wise. So I thought I'd come on here live and do that for y'all. I'm trying to come be on here live more. And I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm not too sure, but it'd be great if here for a little bit, I think I might kind of do a challenge for y'all. Maybe you can do this with me. I don't know. But where I try and go live most every day, so then that way you guys can see into my practice, my art practice a little bit more. In trying to, do painting and drawing and creating most every day. And so I don't know. I was thinking about it, but I'm trying to do that a little bit more because honestly, going live kind of helps me be more accountable. And I thought maybe you guys could, while I'm painting up here, bring out your own paints and paint along or do whatever. So I'm not directly staring at the camera because I also have a ring light over here and it's very glaring. And then you guys pop up over here on my computer. So I'm trying to see. I have my attention at two different places. So, anyways, so I'm gonna kind of get started. Fair warning, I believe our apartments are doing semi-annual inspections today, so they might pop in. That's usually my luck, is like, oh, I'm gonna go live. So that's of course when they're gonna knock on the door. But if that's the case, I'll just mute my mic. And honestly, like, we're probably like the best tenants that they have. They can just come in and it'll be like 2 minutes. They check whatever and they leave. So yeah, so that might happen today. But we just gotta keep going on because I'm trying to plan out my day a little bit more. Okay, so you guys already kind of saw that sketch, right? Hi, Heather. What's up? Um, so that sketch, and you probably have been watching me draw it a little bit, just trying to I hate that my camera wants to autofocus like all the time. That's the natural setting, so I have to come in here and be like, no, don't don't autofocus. Yeah, hopefully that's better, but sorry y'all. Just whew. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on this piece of sanded paper. It's really cool. It is pastel matte. Okay. And I have palette number 5. This is what pastel matte looks like, okay? And it's technically a sanded paper, but it doesn't feel sanded at all. It actually feels smooth. So it's kind of cool. I really enjoy these packs of paper. This is acid free, so it's archival, by the way. But it comes in different various shades. There's dark blue, white, light green, dark green. And it's cool because if you can, I try to, but sometimes it just doesn't work. But also, I'm streaming to Facebook and YouTube, and I still don't really know what I'm doing there. So if you're trying to talk to me and it's not coming up, sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. But okay, but anyways, it's nice because this comes with sheets of glassine paper to cover it, so you could technically just paint in here and not have to rip it out until you're ready to rip it out. But it's hard for me to do that because one, I don't want it to be all smudgy in between like drawing and painting, but like I have done it before. For instance, like here's a piece of like a soft pastel painting. Hey mom, what's going on? Good morning. But here's like a pastel painting that's in here. And then it's just kind of nice because you can keep it in there and store it and just put the glassine paper over it. And then it doesn't smudge your work. So, but I'll probably have to retape it back in here or have like a little pouch kind of thing. But yeah, so this is really cool paper. This one comes in 9.5 inches by 12 inches. Today I'm going to be doing, I think I'm going to be doing, gosh, like now it's really weird because I've been, so Heather says, hi mom. She's my book buddy, my book club buddy. Remember I was talking about her? You can't see her because she's on LinkedIn, but she says hi. So, but so I've been working bigger, right? And now it's like this is tiny and it's going to be interesting. So I'm thinking about working 8 by 10 today. That's what we're doing. And then my mom says hi, by the way, Heather, too. It's funny. Y'all are funny. Okay. So I'm kind of, so my sketch, right, is like a square. But I think because I just want my drawing collection to be its own thing, so I'm thinking and I'm considering making then this painting be landscape oriented, right? And then be 8 by 10 rather than a square. So a rectangle rather. I'm kind of nitpicky. My paper is not like flush with my board. And this is my janky like board, okay, that I've had since high school. My teacher just pretty much let me have it because it has number 16. That was my art board. And then but I like took art classes like every semester I was there. So I just pretty much had this board forever. And then basically when I graduated, I was like, "Oh, like here's your board back." And she's like, "Nah, you just keep it. Like it's not even in our inventory anymore." I was like, "Sweet." So I've had this board forever. So it's kind of, it's seen better days. There's like paint all over it and whatever this is. So um but I have lots of boards. You know, there's a board behind this, you know, it's like my blackboard, but I can't use that because there's one of my paintings is on there and I'm not done with it. And it's in its sitting phase where I have to just go and stare at it a bunch, you know. Oh, but I'm just using like some artist scotch tape to be honest. It's like masking tape, but it works. I wouldn't use this for like if you're mounting any artwork or framing anything to mat board, but it works really nice to have it on here. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna see me like even make my dimensions here. And I'm hoping to finish this painting in my live, but we'll see how it goes, because my body hurts and I want to go work out. Uh, so we'll see how that goes. Now, I'm squatting here because all of my art pastels are down here, and I'm trying to find a pencil of some sort, like a pastel pencil that y'all might be able to see. Oh, da, 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 da. Okay. Do. Green won't work. So this is like the dark green pastel matte. That one won't work. I want like a lighter one. This will work. So it's kind of like a peachy color. All right, and so I wanted this 8 by 10. So sorry, y'all, you're gonna have to see my back here a little bit. And I feel like they kind of gypped me by like an eighth of an inch here. So, but we'll just go with it. So I'm gonna come in an inch on each side. All right, and then, whew, you guys can't see that very well, but that's okay. I'll bring you in here closer here in a minute. And then so it's, well, gosh, it's 9.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, yeah, an inch up here. And the reason I'm doing an 8 by 10 is because that's more readily available for me to frame. Rather than an odd 9.5 by 12 inches, it's not readily available for framing for mats. So, and then I'm coming in 1/2 of an inch above, or you could do 8 inches down, however you want to measure. But you should probably measure twice. Especially if you're trying to order glass or frames. Measure that, like I measure mine like 50 million times, to be honest. Okay, I need to move some things around. Because it's been a while since I've painted, so I'm got all of these my drawing stuff out and not my pastel stuff. So okay, so let's make sure. Yep, that's 10 by 8. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So I think I will bring y'all in a little bit closer. Yeah. Does it need to be angled? I don't know. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same pencil, pastel pencil, and I'm going to kind of sketch in my composition. Okay. And again, here, let me kind of show y'all. Like this this was a square. So now this is technically what, like 7 by 7 inches. And now I'm doing 8 by 10 inches. So I'm going to have to elongate my composition. But I like that. I'm doing that because I want to play with it a little bit, you know? Why not? Okay. So I'm having am I? Yeah. So my water line, I'm going to have kind of right here. Do you guys want to be in closer? What's a doggy? Okay. I'm going to have my water line kind of come in here. And there's like trees here. Yeah, I'm going to bring you all closer a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So that's my water line. You probably hear these doggies barking. It probably means the maintenance people are coming. So beware. And then I'm making these trees. Now, like, watch as I'm like turning my pencil, right? Trying to make them not uniform, but not like so detailed or anything like that. And really, in all honesty, I'm going to be covering this up. This is just for me to understand where I'm going to be putting in some elements, right? Some subject matter. Okay. And that's about as far as I'm going to go as far as sketching in, because I know I'm not going to draw in every single cattail, and I'm going to have to be layering in a certain way with like the sky, the middle ground, and the foreground. So there's really no need. I mean, unless I just want to get some kind of marks in there so I know. But for me, I know there's really no need in doing that. What else? Let me take a step back, make sure that that looks okay. Ruby. Yeah, I'm liking that. So I'm going to take the opportunity to play a little bit today. I was telling my artist buddy David Ketchen. He's awesome. I believe it's from New Zealand. If you're watching, David, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's here on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. But he does soft pastels as well. But he does pan pastels. And like, our mom, I'm finally using my thing that I bought like when we went shopping. But but he uses pan pastels, and so I'm finally gonna do that. I'm gonna try them out. I got this 5 extra dark shades set. It's cool. It comes in this little rotunda thingy. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing that if I can. It's like taped all the way around. And I don't have patience. There we go. Okay. Yay. All right. And then how do you get these off? You just kind of twist, twisty, twist, twist. Oh. Oh, okay. Cool. So this is like a purpley color. Now, I don't know if I want blue or purple or like a violet, you know? Let's see here. What's this one? Ooh, that's a pretty color. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna try that blue. I'm gonna try this blue. Let me get the sponges out. Comes with like little sponges on the bottom. Ooh, it feels nice. Okay, okay. That's kind of neat. I kind of like this. Like it's compact. It's really neat. So, okay. I'm gonna kind of dip my sponge in there. And I'm coming in here. Ooh, that's cool. That's real neat. I like this a lot already. And I'm putting down um, my darks for my trees. It's funny, this it like just it kind of just glides on there. So with soft pastel, I like to work um, dark to light because um, if if you go too dark with something, you can always lighten it up. But if you go too light too soon, the light colored pastel is already kind of in the tooth of the paper, and it becomes really difficult to start lifting that out and to darken it. So I usually get my dark shadow shapes in first. Yeah. Um, okay. And honestly, oh, it wasn't even the blue I used. Is it? No. Yes. I can't tell anymore. Yeah, no, I think it was blue. I'm not sure. Because it's kind of violet on here with this green. It must be like a warm blue, not necessarily cool. It must have some warmth to it. Okay. Cool. Hmm. Interesting. Okay. And then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move this little piece up here because I just need like an edge to clean off and make edges with my soft pastels, I guess I want to say. Okay, let me find some colors I want here. Okay, I'm gonna take this blue. It's my colors are a little bit warmer than they appear on camera for some reason. But oh, there you go. It's kind of better. All right. And I am going to come in here for my sky. And lay that down. I'm gonna take that same sponge, maybe. Yeah. And kind of blend it out. You can also use your finger, but you can kind of see the grain of the paper, right? Because it is really grainy. It's a sanded surface, but it's not scratchy like other papers. Like UArt paper is very gritty. But I do want this pretty blended. So it's nice to use your finger on this paper because it is so smooth. When you do this with a gritty paper, not so much. I do want to see what a cotton ball will do. Oh, it just sticks to it. Don't do that. And if you need something to get in there even more, you can use a piece of pipe foam insulation, styrofoam, and blend. Do you see how it gets rid of all that texture? It really blends it into the grain. And I'm overlapping those trees because I want the appearance of distance. And so things off in the distance appear hazy. Typically. A little bit blurred. Okay, cool. Now I'm trying to find what I want to do for the water. I need to block in the water a little bit, but I do kind of want it to be green still. Not that one. Might use those colors here in a minute. Just kind of trying to find the right pastel. Yeah. Pretty sure this is it. Okay. So I'm taking this darker green color. Salima, what's going on? Oh, I'm glad you're going to catch the replay. I'll have fun for sure. Okay, and then I'm covering, so this is like a blue-green, right? And so I'm blocking in what's going to be this background water. And then I'm going to use my foam, pipe foam, and blend that again because I want this soft. I don't mind that the tone of the paper, the color of the paper is coming through. I just, it's kind of nice. Like that's why you kind of pick different color paper, because otherwise sometimes white is too bright for me, and it gets kind of fuzzy, like it'll pick through. What am I trying to say? It looks like static near the end, and it's just hard to cover up. So I really like using either darker toned paper or a mid-tone, and even letting that peek through. Yeah, exactly. The little white speckles. Heather knows. They peek through. I'm like, no, I don't like it. So. And I thought this green would be like, I don't know, a good little complement to everything. So I picked that. And now let me see here. Because like I'm inventing my own color, right? Like it's very rare that I actually use the local color, and local color meaning like what I see in the picture, those actual colors. It's just not my thing. Because I like to use my creative license and do it differently. Okay, probably gonna be using that. Okay. All right. I need to get a blue, certain blue out. Okay, so this is another kind of blue-green. I'm coming in here and kind of coming over these tree shapes. Blending it into the sky a little bit. But do you see how I'm kind of blocking in color first? I'm blocking in shapes and color first. I'm not getting detailed. I'm not even doing cattails yet. That's last, because the cattails are going to be more of the focal point, and I'm going to have a little bit more well, they're going to have more detail to them. Let's see here. I'm going to take that pan pastel blue again and come back in here. And it's just layer after layer. All you're doing is layering. So you have to have a light touch, right? Because there technically isn't any mixing. I guess you can with pan pastel, but I'm not so used to pan pastel. So I use mainly stick pastels, and there's no mixing that like off the paper. You have to mix it through the layers of each on the paper itself. So you have to be light in the way that you apply your pastels. Trying to have like little shadow shapes in my trees here. Cool. So right now my sky is the lightest thing right now, right? Like it's pretty clear that it's one of the lightest areas. So I don't know. I might be putting in some clouds. I want to try something. So I'm gonna, because I kind of want it to be warm near the horizon line. So this is technically a purple. Oh, it looks way cooler in temperature than in warmth. Maybe it's my lighting. Give me 1 second. There we go. Maybe that's better. Ah, it's a little bit better. Okay. And okay. So near the horizon line, I'm brushing on this purple because I want there to there's always warmth near the horizon line because the sun beats down on the earth and it radiates heat. It emits heat. But I want this to be fanned out and subtle. Okay, not bad. And then I'm gonna take it's a lighter or it's a lighter blue. This is my favorite blue. This is like my periwinkle blue. Okay. So this was the original background color I put. So see how it's darker than this one? Now I call this periwinkle blue. It's got purple in it. I just love it. It's my favorite. Okay. It's like the best. It's the best. Okay. So, but I'm gonna be dusting that over all of this. All of this sky, I mean. Even the little purple hints down here at the bottom. Let me see something. Okay, and then yeah, again, I'm gonna kind of fan it out, blend it. I kind of like some of this texture because it kind of looks like clouds. Bringing you guys up and down. And then I'm going to see if I can play with something here. And I'm making sure my sky is where I want it first, because then I'm going to be layering on top of it. And so I kind of need it to be nearly finished. So I'm not trying to work around certain elements like the cattails. Yeah, I like that. Taking that kind of blue green again and coming over some of these tree shapes and making them kind of overlap into the sky. Okay, let me take a step back. Okay. Not too bad. I'm liking that so far, I think. Let me see something. This one might be too bright. Maybe too dark. All right. So I'm going to take that same, there was this blue behind everything. I'm taking that same blue. Or am I? 1 second. Let me see if I can find. Where are you, little blue? Right here? No. Maybe right here. Well, it's getting busy. No worries, Dan. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your day at work. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay. So this is like a darker purpley blue. And I'm going to put this in the water. And take a step back. So like whenever I paint, I'm always considering the time of day. Most times I'm painting in like, I like the evening kind of twilight look. I like a hazy look. It's hard for me to do just a bright sunny noon day because there's a lot of contrast. Or I like nighttime, that kind of thing. So this to me right now is more twilighty. And I think I'll keep it that way. Oh, what's up, Madon? Thanks for watching. I'm glad you're liking it. Thanks, Mom. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to take this kind of darker green, press a little bit harder, and kind of make it to where there might be a hint of some of these, like a reflection. I'm not going to make it, because I'm considering the light, right? I'm not going to make it too apparent that these are reflections. Because if I were to do that, I know it's going to, because I'm going to be layering cattails on top of this. It's going to, like, all these cattails are going to be coming up. I know then it will distract from the focal point, which is the cattails. So I don't want to do that. It's just not something I'm going to do right now. I'm going to take this darker purpley color, come in here and make like ridges. I'm also going to kind of make it come down. I'm kind of making it scratchy. We'll see here. Just little hints of a reflection. taking that purpley blue, pressing a little bit harder because because the sky's a little bit brighter, which means it's going to reflect that light on the water a little bit more. So I'm trying to fill it up, but I don't want the focal point to be the water. I just want it to be a certain value. I'm going to take this other blue that was in the sky, come in here, and kind of put that in here as well. Not a lot, but because the water has depth, often, even though the light is can reflect off the water, especially sitting water, to me appears darker than the sky, darker in value. Okay, I'm going to take that darker blue and I am going to press a little bit harder down here. Okay. I'm testing colors over here. That one's pretty. That one's going to be pretty. What does this one look like? Maybe that one. That's a maybe. What's over here? No, it's too bright. This one too. That one might be too chromatic. What does this one look like? It might have to be that one. All right. Let me try one other thing. I don't like that one. What about this guy? Too red. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm coming in here and actually going to be starting the cattails. So I'm taking this kind of darker green, blue, and just kind of pressing hard, but coming in here and making a whole bunch of grassy marks, rolling it around, make little dots. You can even use its side. You know what? This also needs do I have a yeah, I do. It needs to be kind of darker down here. Groovy. Okay. All right, and now I'm going to be taking a pastel. This is kind of like a lighter purple, and I'm going to be making, well, I'm going to be making the cattails. So I'm going to take it up here. Am I? Yeah, I'm going to be taking it up here, and I'm using the side, and I'm coming in and just coming in like that. Gonna have another one over here. And I'm also like rubbing the side of it off because it's gonna pick up some of that blue. And there's gonna be one that's kind of, do I want it sideways? No, I'm gonna make it kind of down here. There we go. So that's why, like, I don't think you can see the coloring too well. I'll have to bring you in closer here in a little bit, but there's, actually, I'll try and do it now. Okay, so there's like subtle pink here, subtle purple. That's why I put that in there too, to kind of complement these kind of purpley cattails that I'm putting in. That's why I did that. I don't know why when I come back out, it's like, no. You can't see the colors very well. There we go. Maybe this way. There we go. I don't know. We'll do something like that. gonna get some more water. Oh wait, gotta put it. Okay. Groovy. So I did that, and then I'm gonna come in here and with like a lighter, harder stick pastel, kind of, oh, it's not, it's actually kind of brown. No, it's not the one. It's not the way I want it to be. Maybe this one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of make it like there's fluff coming off of it. Like it burst. Maybe this one. I think, yeah, I think this one needs a little bit of something there too. Come in here with some of that darker purple. Here, 1 second. Gonna have to mute my mic, I think. We'll see. All right. Yeah, maintenance might be coming in. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, and so this kind of needs some like warmth. So I'm taking kind of this warm green. Ruby. Taking some of that purple cattail color and bringing it in. And then where's the maybe color? Was it this one? I like this one. I think I do. Let's try it. Yeah, actually, I really like this one. Okay. And then coming in with an even lighter green. You know, making some marks there. Wow. I actually really like this, y'all. Yay. I really like that. Okay. Gonna take a step back. It's almost there. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming along. This guy needs to be like more apparent, I think. I'm gonna make like little, because you know the cattails, they kind of burst open and then there's like fluff. So I'm taking the fluff color. Ooh, that looks actually really good. Fluffing it up. Putting some fluff down. Okay. Nice. All right. And then what I'm going to do, probably going to sign right here. It's so fluffy. Yeah, right? Okay, so you see kind of how I built everything in layers, right? Like I blocked everything in first with color. Well, first I did like a loose sketch for my composition, very loose. I didn't even draw like where the cattails or anything were going to be. And then I started blocking in color. And then slowly building the sky and the tree line and then the water. And then these very detailed, scratchy, even though like I was very impressionistic with it, because it's so linear and finite, impressionistic marks, you want to save those until last. Because if I would have tried to put in these cattails first and then work everything around it, it wouldn't have that depth. It wouldn't have that layered approach. Everything's going to have like this halo effect, and you don't want that. You don't want that when you're painting. This looks more natural, and that's why I build it up in that way. Like I save my foreground and my details usually until the last when doing pictures and paintings like this. Yeah, it looks pretty cool to me. So let's see here. I think I'm gonna call it done. Actually, one thing I am gonna do is I'm gonna come in here with that blue and bring in some of this water in certain areas. Break up certain things. Yeah, that looks good. Wow, I kind of found like a new color palette that I like, to be honest. Adding a couple more touches here and there. Yeah. Hmm. Cool. All right, let's see if I can bring y'all close. Look how cool that is. Maybe let's zoom in on that guy. Aw, hey Davina. Glad you can see it. See some of the textures. It wants to, there we go. Okay, cool. And then, yeah, this is gonna be real nice. All framed up. Let me see here. Gotta rinse off my hands. Maybe I have like a mat board I can show y'all what it's gonna look like. It's nice to see me do my thing, huh, Mom? Yeah, it's pretty fun, right? It's pretty fun. I enjoy it. All right, let's see if I can find. Oh, well, it's inspiring. Hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna see. I don't think I'd like white, but I do want to see it kind of what it's gonna look like polished off, you know? Um, yeah, it's gonna look nice. If I had to pick a color, honestly, I'm probably gonna go with some kind of matte color that's similar to this background color. Let's see here. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Cool, cool. I'm just trying to see if I need. Yeah. All right. Well, cool. So I think that's about it, y'all. I'm gonna bring you guys back out. You can see all my studio supplies and stuff. Yeah. All right. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. Thanks y'all for watching and commenting and everything. When I have time and I'm like going through my website and everything, I'll go ahead and take pictures and upload this and make it available if you guys are interested. But I appreciate you watching. And until next time, take care, y'all.